student. In last video we have studied about the fundamental physical quantity and derived physical quantity, and after that we have discussed supplementary units also. Okay, so student, today we will discuss the measurement of length. Okay, first we will discuss the units of length for long distance measurement and for the small distance measurement. Okay, means when distance is very large, means distance between earth and stars, distance between earth and moon, distance between earth and sun. When we have to measure this distance, which type of unit will be used, and when we will measure the very small distance like point, like, or smaller than point, then which type of unit will be used, I will discuss this. Okay, so first, measurement of length for long distance. So student, the first unit for measuring the length for long distance is used for astronomical unit. What? Astronomical unit. Its short form is AU. This is the, what is the meaning of astronomical unit? It is the average distance between what? Average distance between Earth and Sun. It's called astronomical unit. Getting? What is the average distance between Earth and Sun is called the astronomical unit. So one astronomical unit is equal to the 1.5 into 10 to the power 11 meter. So where the astronomical unit is used? Astronomical unit is used to measure the distance between Earth and Sun. And what is the value of astronomical unit? Its value is 1.5 into 10 to the power 11 meter. Student, another unit which is used to measure the long distance is light year. What? Light year. What is the meaning of light year? The average distance traveled by the light in vacuum in 1 year. Average distance traveled by the light in vacuum in 1 year is called light year. Got? I am repeating the definition again. The average distance traveled by the light in 1 year is called light year. So 1 light year equal to what? Student, look at here. Velocity equal to distance upon time. Velocity equal to distance upon time. So distance equal to velocity into time. Okay. So what is the meaning of light year? Average distance traveled in 1 year. Okay. So time is 1 year and total distance travel is called light year. So what is the velocity in vacuum? 3 into 10 to the power 8 into year means 1 year. Time is 1 year. Have you got this point? Meaning of 1 light year means total distance. So distance equal to velocity into time. Light year is the distance, measurement of distance. Okay, so it is velocity into time. Velocity of light in vacuum, I think you all know, 3 into 10 to the power 8. Time is 1 year. Now we will solve it. 3 into 10 to the power 8 in 1 year. There are 365 days. In one day there are 24 hours. In 1 hour there are 60 minutes. In 60 minutes there are 60 seconds. So what is its value? Whenever you will solve it, you will get 9.45 into 10 to the power 15 meter. So what is the meaning of 1 light year? The meaning of 1 light year is equal to the 9.45 into 10 to the power 15 meter. So I think you all have written this. You have to write all these. So student, these two are the general unit which are used to measure the long distance calculation or measurement, and there are some basic unit also which are used to measure the very small distance measurement. Okay, now measurement of length for small distance. What is small distance? Okay, so first unit which is used to measure the small distance is very easy, angstrom. What is it? Is I have written it H power in, at the head of A I have written 0 like this. 1 angstrom is equal to the 10 to the power minus 10 meter. Okay, it is the 1 upon 10 to the power 10th part of 10 to the power 10th part of 1 meter. 1 मीटर का 10 to the power 10th part जो होता है that is called 1 angstrom. Getting? Second one is micrometer. What is the meaning of micrometer? 10 to the power minus 6 meter. Okay. Next one is nanometer. It is 10 to the power minus 9 meter. Fourth one is Fermi. What? Fermi. Fermi is the 10 to the power minus 15 meter. Okay, student, these are the commonly used for. You can also like millimeter. These are the very common. You all, I think you all knows what is the millimeter. Okay, so here angstrom, micrometer, nanometer, Fermi. These all are the used for very small distance or very small length measurement. Okay, student. Now, student, when I have when we were discussing the definition of physical quantity, I have told you physical quantities are those quantities which we can measure directly and indirectly. I have told you that time that we will discuss this directly word and indirectly word later. So now I am discussing what is the meaning of directly and indirectly in the measurement system. Okay, so I am discussing this method for measuring the length. First for directly. Direct. I think student you are getting my point, because the definition of physical quantity is any quantity in the universe which we can measure directly or indirectly. So how we can measure the length by directly and how we can measure the length indirectly, we will study in this topic. Okay, so student, this is for the direct method. Student, how we can measure the any length by directly? If you want to measure the length of this, what I will use? I will use scale. Okay, so what is the meaning of direct? If any length or distance can be measured by using any instrument. What? If any length or distance can be directly measured by any instrument, that is called direct method, like meter scale. Like meter scale, vernier calipers, screw gauge. Okay, it is also called spirometer. What? If any length can be measured by using any instrument like meter scale, okay, vernier calipers, screw gauge, is called direct method, direct measurement. Okay, so Now the minimum distance measured by, student listen me carefully, the minimum distance measured by any instrument, कोई भी इंस्ट्रूमेंट जो मिनिमम डिस्टेंस को मेजर करता है दैट इज कॉल्ड लीस्ट काउंट. व्हाट? लीस्ट काउंट. लीस्ट काउंट इज द मिनिमम डिस्टेंस measured by any instrument. This is called least count. Student, this one is most important and very used in 12th. Whenever you will do an experiment, you have to calculate the least count of that device. Okay, in 11th also, whenever you will perform the experiment of vernier calipers to measure the diameter of bob, and in screw gauge also, you have to first calculate the least count of instrument. So what is the least count? The minimum distance or length measured by any instrument is called लीस्ट काउंट. कोई भी इंस्ट्रूमेंट जो मिनिमम डिस्टेंस को या मिनिमम लेंथ को मेजर कर सकता है उसे हम लीस्ट काउंट बोलते हैं. फॉर एग्जांपल, अगर मैं बात करूं मीटर स्केल की, मीटर scale. So what is the least count of meter scale? Least count of meter scale is 1 millimeter. What? 1 millimeter means meter scale can measure the minimum distance which is 1 millimeter. मीटर स्केल 1 मिलीमीटर की डिस्टेंस को मेजर कर सकता है. और यू कैन से 0.1 सेंटीमीटर, और यू कैन से 0.001 मीटर, means 1 upon 1000 meter. This is the, I mean to say that meter scale can measure 1000 part of a meter, or you can say vernier scale, the minimum length measured by the meter scale is 1 millimeter or 0.1 centimeter or 0.001 meter. It can measure 1 upon 1000 part of a meter. Okay, similarly if we talk about vernier calipers, vernier calipers can measure 0.1 millimeter, means it can also measure less distance, very small distance as compared to मीटर स्केल. मीटर स्केल से भी कम डिस्टेंस को मेजर करने के लिए वी कैन यूज वर्नियर कैलिपर्स. हाउ मच डिस्टेंस यू कैन मेजर? 0.1 मिलीमीटर. ओके, और 0.01 सेंटीमीटर और 0.0001 मीटर. ओके, okay, so what is the meaning of this? It can measure wait, 1 place, 2 place, 3 place, 1 place, 2 place, 3 place, 4 place. This ones, tens, 100, 1000, 10,000 पार्ट ऑफ अ मीटर. एक मीटर का 10,000 पार्ट जो मेजर कर सकता है दैट इज व्हाट? वर्नियर कैलिपर्स. यू थिंक वर्नियर कैलिपर 1 मीटर का 10,000 पार्ट आप कर देंगे, उसको भी इट कैन मेजर. So device, so this is the least count of vernier calipers. So similarly, next one is screw gauge. Screw gauge, the least count of screw gauge is 0.001 millimeter. Okay, this is the least count of screw gauge, and it can measure what is the meaning of this? 0.0001 centimeter, means it will be 0.00001 meter, means it is 1 upon 10 to the power 5 meter, means it can measure 10 to the power 5 part of a meter, means 1/00000 ones and 100,000 10,000 लाख। 1 मीटर का 1 लाख पार्ट आप 1 मीटर के 1 लाख पार्ट कर दीजिए, उतने छोटे से पार्ट को इट कैन मेजर विच screw gauge. These are the list count of all these instrument, and these are these instrument which are used for the direct measurement. So student, now we will discuss the indirect measurement. What indirect? Very simple. Indirect measurement. Indirect measurement. Okay student. Student, indirect measurement means in which the distance which cannot be measured by any instrument. हमारे पास ऐसा कोई इंस्ट्रूमेंट नहीं है कि जिससे हम इसको मेजर कर सकते हैं। लाइक द डिस्टेंस बिटवीन अर्थ एंड सन। अगर हमसे कहा जाए कि भाई कोई स्टार और अर्थ के बीच की डिस्टेंस निकालो, तो हमारे पास कोई ऐसा स्केल या कोई भी ऐसा इंस्ट्रूमेंट नहीं है कि जिससे हम इसको मेजर कर सकते हैं। So we have to use some indirect method. Okay, so first one, in this we have divided in two parts for accessible tower. Okay, means just wait, I am checking the spelling. ACCESSIBL is accessible tower. Okay student, measurement of length by indirect method for accessible tower. Meaning of accessible tower is the tower whose length can be measured directly, whose length can be measured from the point of observation. Means suppose we have a tower whose height is h, बहुत long, we have a long tower, okay, whose height is h, and any person who is watching, this is the surface of earth, and any person who is watching from this point P, okay, and from P, this is the point of observation, from P its angle of elevation is alpha. Okay, suppose this, we know this distance. Accessible means whose height can be find out from the point of observation. From the point of observation, we are not using any instrument to measuring this. We are measuring this height from here, and we know this distance. We know this distance. So beta, you have done this type of question in trigonometry. Very simple this one is. Okay, so how we will calculate this length, this height? We will apply here tan alpha. Tan alpha equal to perpendicular upon base. So what will be the height? If we know this distance L and if we know this angle, we can easily find out the height of tower. How? Tan theta or tan alpha equal to perpendicular upon base, perpendicular upon base. So perpendicular h equal to L tan alpha. This is the indirect method. Indirect method means we have not used any instrument and we have find out its height from this point. Okay, and we can calculate this. Okay, now we will study measurement of length by indirect method for inaccessible. For inaccessible tower. Tower, this is not only for tower, huh? This is for long tree, this is for long hill, this is for very long Eiffel Tower, this is for very long any means in which we cannot use any instrument. We are discussing for this. Now inaccessible means the tower or the mountain whose height cannot be directly measured from the point of observation. We are not talking directly about the height. We are discussing here in this topic whose height cannot be measured directly from point of observation. हम point of observation की बात कर रहे हैं. Suppose we have this tower and here suppose we have a river. एक रिवर है ये, दिस इज द रिवर, और उसके दूसरे बैंक पे एक टावर है जिसकी हाइट h है. हमें पता नहीं हाइट, we don't know what is the value of this h, and the width of this river is suppose b. Okay, and this is the point of observation, and the condition is that we cannot measure this height of this from this point directly. Maybe this river is very long and we cannot measure. So let angle of elevation from point A and point B. We have taken 2 point of observation like this. This is the alpha, this is the beta. A, B, name it C, D. Okay. In this condition, and suppose this is the L. I have taken by my choice. Here the condition is that we cannot measure the directly the height of this from the point of observation A and B. हम A और B से उसकी height को measure नहीं कर पा रहे हैं क्योंकि river बहुत बड़ी है, very long river, and वो उसके बहुत दूर है. जो hill है वो क्या बहुत दूर है और हम इसको यहाँ से correctly measure नहीं कर पा रहे हैं. So what we will do? First apply here tan alpha. Tan alpha equal to h over b. Okay, then apply tan beta perpendicular over L plus b. Okay, we have to find out the this. Now what you will be do? This is 1, this is my 2. 1 minus 2. 1 equation 1 minus equation 2. Tan alpha minus tan beta. H upon b minus h upon L plus b. What I have done? I have applied it here tan theta. Tan theta means tan alpha perpendicular upon base. Then applied it here tan beta equal to perpendicular upon base. Base is L plus b. Then I have subtracted equation 2 from equation 1. Tan alpha minus tan beta equal to this. So, beta, I am erasing this. Okay. Now take, I have written here tan alpha minus tan beta. Take h common. 1 upon b minus 1 upon L plus b. Okay. Now I have to calculate this. H equal to b L plus b minus b. Tan alpha minus tan beta. What I have done here? I have taken LCM b into L plus b. Here L plus b and here L. Here will be b. So you can cut this b by b. So you will what will remain? HL over b into L plus b. So how you will calculate the height? So what will be the value of height? Height equal to b into L plus b tan alpha upon L, tan alpha minus tan beta. Student, these are very basic and these are not much important. Don't worry. If any problem, I will discuss all these in Google Meet also. But these are not so much important from examination point of view. But these are in your syllabus. That's why I am discussing. Okay, don't worry how much calculation this is. So don't worry. Whenever there will be a Google Meet, I will discuss all these in Google Meet again. Getting? Okay. So you will what I have done? We have a tower and this is the river of with B, and these A and B are the 2 point of observation. From here I have taken tan alpha equal to h over b, and I have taken then tan beta equal to h over L plus b. Then what I have done? I have subtracted this from this, tan alpha minus tan beta, this. Then I have taken h common, and then I have taken LCM, and then I have finally calculated h. So by using this method we can calculate the height of this tower. Okay student? So I think this is the sufficient. Maybe I am giving you just next video. In that video we will discuss the parallax method, because maybe length of video will be high. That will be otherwise it will create some problem in uploading. So I am giving you next video.